Hey everyone, my name is Catrice and welcome to Cocktail Hour with Catrice. Listen, I'm really excited that you all are here today for our show. We're getting ready to get started, but I wanted to come on really quickly and to say thank you to each and every one of you all for subscribing and sharing my content. It really makes a world of difference when people are sharing and engaging. I even had churches. I said, oh my, the church is following me? Jesus. I thought the church hated me, child. So I have a couple of churches that are following me. So shout out to you all for subscribing. Also shout out to all the new subscribers of the channel in general. I appreciate each and every one of you all. I do not take your subscription lightly. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you're new, consider subscribing, okay? Consider, sharing some love with me, hitting that subscribe button and the bell so that you know when I'm going live. Now also, you can text the word cocktails to 833-495-4371. That's 833-495-4371. I will see you soon on the channel. Bye. Listen, we're finally getting information, okay? So I have finally opened up YouTube memberships, okay? We're going to have, right now we have one, child. I'm thinking about opening up a second one, child, because people need to know what's going on out here in the world today. So consider subscribing to the breaking news membership tier for $5.99 a month, okay? You're going to get some behind the scenes video content that I just recorded actually, and I'm recording ongoing, but right now I just recorded some, okay? So you're going to get some behind the scenes videos and content and some private posts, private chat, all that good stuff. You all will be able to get it over there on that tier. I will see you soon here on the show. But again, don't forget to grab something to drink, some water, tea, okay, apple juice, a little wine or something, a little cocktail. I ain't judging. I ain't gonna tell you about it. I ain't gonna tell your tea. See you soon. Bye. Last but not least, everything that is discussed on today's show is alleged and protected under fair use, okay? So y'all don't come for me. It's all alleged. It's all alleged. Praise the Lord. Okay, bye. Hey everybody, happy Wednesday, happy hump day to each and every one of you all. Listen, I decided last minute, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not even gonna start this evening off by lying, okay? I got all hell up in me and decided today is the day you're gonna tell the people what's going on. Since they on Facebook and stuff talking, we're gonna be on YouTube talking. But anyway, happy Wednesday to each and every one of you all. Thank you so much for watching. Also, shout out to the people that came on last night. I actually aired and premiered my video concerning my former church, okay? And I went through all the things, and I had a full-on outline of what happened, and I've gotten a lot of positive feedback. So thank you to each and every one of you all that have been that took the time out to watch and to share the content, as well as to comment to let me know what you all thought. A lot of people were actually pleasantly surprised about the testimony that I had, okay? Y'all see who's behind me, y'all. We're not gonna start with him right now. We're gonna go to somebody else, but we do have a situation concerning our co-host, child. Shout out to Pyro Media Network, Kwame and Kyrie. I forgot the name of the segment that they do during the day, but I was able to catch them today. It was like about an hour, and I was on with them in the comment section, and my boo thing, Kwame was very upset because the bishop was acting up, okay? And so we're going to stretch our hands too. He said his name is Bishop Wooden. His name is Bishop, to us is Bishop Wooden. So we're going to stretch our hands to Bishop Wooden while I go over this first situation with Tabitha Brown and her husband, honey. I'm going to play the audio for you all really quickly. I don't know if you all have heard about it. Excuse me, I'm up here. That's my wig up. So I don't know if you all have heard what's going on, but probably have. I'm the one that's kind of delayed in reporting on stuff because I just don't like jumping on everything that comes out. But I actually, this whole Tabitha Brown situation is very interesting to me because, honestly, and this is going to be an unpopular statement. I don't like Tabitha Brown. I don't like her. Okay, I don't know. Well, I know exactly what it is. I don't want to say it here on YouTube because y'all might stop following. I know the people love Tabitha. Okay, she has a great smile. She's vegan. She's in great shape. She has a husband. Okay, but I'm not a personal fan at first. Like a lot of people aren't a personal fan of mine. I mean, you can have your own picks of who you like and who you don't like. I personally don't like her. You all know I love Wendy Williams. I know that whole Wendy Williams situation that happened about a year, maybe 2 years ago. And she was being a little nice, nasty, and her response, people just dropped off because I said I don't like Tabitha Brown. I don't care. I can have two people on here, okay? I don't like Tabitha Brown. So what? And so she came out with a post earlier this week, and it was a video of her and her husband. And basically, she was just like, I see y'all, and hey, Catrice, what's going on, baby? What's going on, baby? And she basically was stating that she sees the comment section, she sees the DMs and all of that. And I was like, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, you're married, you have a husband, you don't want anyone to come in between that. I understand the whole no new friend situation. So I wasn't mad at her about that. But the person that sent it to me, they know I didn't really care for her. So, and I can tell by the amount of people that logged off of the live so far, they're like, you don't like Tabitha? We don't like you. I don't care. I really could care less, okay? Because at the end of the day, people don't like me. There are people that watch me from the bushes, child, that do not like me. Like, it's the funniest thing. Like, they don't like me. But anyway, so she went online the other day, honey, and she posted this video right here. Let's listen to it. Very easy on that. And the women be like, man, Auntie Tab, no disrespect. And I see the ones that y'all nasty, disrespectful to be in the DM. Okay, I'm going to throw that out there too. Tab, stay on. She's a. Hey. Yeah. She went like that. Come on back here. She's staring. Okay. My eyes big. I see it all. Okay. But no, I ain't gonna trust no woman around my husband. No, we can all be friends. Like you said, we all friends together. See, people logged off for getting the message. I'm so sad. Together. Come on in here. Girl, sit down. Where your husband at? Where your wife at? Where your partner? Who you with? I need to know. What? Oh, you ain't got nobody. You sure don't? Not over here. Okay, with love. Girl, go about your business, okay? You're not gonna be here. This is what I don't get. And the funny thing is, I actually agree with her in this statement, and I tested the YouTube waters, child. These people are crazy. So I basically just said I didn't care for Tabitha Brown. That's the truth. You cannot care for someone and respect what they say at the same time. But it's so funny. I had like 9 people on here, and then it went down to like 4. Y'all, I don't blindly follow people. If you all don't know how I operate right now, by now in the church sector, you will know I do not blindly follow people. That is apparent by who I go to church with now, and that is a big nobody. But I wasn't mad at the statement that she posted with her and her husband in the video, because I do think that there is a level of discretion you have to have while working or dealing with someone that's married. And I think that we should also respect marriage. See, people just logged off and just missed the point. I don't care for the woman. I agree with her, but I don't care for her. But I don't think that anyone's marriage should be dishonored. And so I actually appreciated this post. Shame on the people that logged off because they heard that I don't like Tabitha Brown. I don't. And you are able to like and dislike who you like and who you don't. Okay. But at the end of the day, I do respect what she said here. The face was a little strong. Okay. When she was like, I was trying to download for you guys to put it up here so you can watch the video, but y'all, camera was acting crazy. So anyway, I actually appreciated what she said. I think that marriage is honorable, and I think that we should also, especially as single women, y'all get out them people DMs too, by the way. Who does that? Are y'all still jumping in the DM? I think the people said that she might look like a little bit more seasoned, and so they feel like, okay, maybe I might be a better match, but that's not for you to decide. That man is married. Y'all get out the day on DM chat and go about your business. Okay. So I was on Pyro Media Network's page today, and they were having a discussion about a couple. They had like their hot topics. They have a great layout. I wish I could do all of that, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I don't have it in me. Pop culture is a whole different beast, and it takes so much time that I just do not have at the moment. But the topic came up about our beloved co-host and friend of the show, who came all the way back to Maryland, child, just to be here with us tonight to discuss the situation. Now, let's talk about it. Apparently, yesterday, Bishop Patrick Lane Wooden, he says, I'm going to call him Wooden, but he said he kept stressing that his name is Bishop Wooden. Bishop Wooden went on his page, and first of all, he said that he talked to the presiding bishop of the Kojic Church, and before he went live to discuss the situation, and he actually gave props to the YouTuber that posted the video initially to call out those who were discussing this pastor by the name of Pastor Brown in Las Vegas. Okay, and if you guys don't know about that, there's a pastor and first lady who allegedly are now facing a lot of charges because the pastor at one point was messing with three young people allegedly, and he was using different toys on these young people. Child's a mess. So with that being said, child, Dawson Speaks, he's the one that came up with the video and basically was like, Bishop Wooden, you know, you talk about Legos, you talk about the LGBTQ plus community, you talk about Disney of all things. Where are you at to talk about these other bishops and these pastors within your own denomination to call the situation out? Which of course he had every right to do because that's what we do on YouTube. And I don't know if somebody tagged the bishop in it, but the bishop caught wind. He watched the video and went to Bishop J. Drew Sheard and then posted the video in response and basically said, I didn't know. And I found it really interesting because, and I feel like I understand why people got triggered. Because Bishop Wooden in himself, he finds the pop culture topics to talk about over the pulpit. Yes, there's a pastor, Pastor Brown. Let me pull it up. There's a pastor in Las Vegas by the name of, hold on, let me pull it up. Pastor Bobby Smith and First Lady Smith. I think her name was LaShawn. Okay. And I forgot the name of the church that they pastor, but these two pastors are currently being indicted. Well, I know for sure he is being indicted for SH, child abuse, etc. Hey, Sergeant King, how you doing? Thank you for coming out the bushes, girl. Get out those bushes. So Pastor Bobby Smith is the pastor from Las Vegas who allegedly has committed these different crimes with these young people. And mind you, mums was the word from Bishop Wooden and other Kojic pastors. However, again, we know that our co-host here loves to discuss situations that do not concern him. He loves to talk about Beyonce tickets and Beyonce being a witch and Lego, you know, highlighting the LGBTQ plus community. But he does not discuss and talk about situations concerning his own denomination in the church. And we all know, y'all, listen, this is what the people say. I was watching today and I Googled what they were talking about, where they were talking about that there are many cases that are, hey, Chef Donna, hey, baby, how you doing? Many cases that are out right now with the Kojic Ministry's name on it. Okay? And so while you have time for all this other stuff, why you not talk about your fellow pastors? What is going on? You know, yes, he is. This is why he is draped in the LGBTQ flag. Okay? For those of you all who do not know, shout out to Chef Donna. So for those of you all who do not know, let's go back and you can watch the video. It's on YouTube. I just type in Bishop Patrick Wooden and he pops right up. And it's the video that is titled, hold on, let me pull him up. He just posted it yesterday. Let me see. It is called Bishop Wooden Addresses Recent Kojic Headline. That is the name of the video. And that was done 20 hours. That was posted 20 hours ago. So the reason why, and you all can see it here in this clip, right, in this video right here, there is a huge Jesus' Pride flag in the church and in his office where he records, and he has such vitriol towards the LGBTQ plus community. We wanted to make sure that we knew, and we wanted to highlight him here on Cocktail Hour with Catrice. So he is our resident co-host. Okay, he is draped in the flag. Okay, and listen, this thing is draped. Okay, this is not. This is actually two sizes too big for the bishop. Okay, this is actually like he. It's like a one of those like a dashiki sort of. Okay, it's big. It's draping him. He's walking around and just showboating in this. Okay, so that's why we have him here in the flag, because I wanted him to know that I see you. Okay, isn't that a nice flag too, by the way? It's like $10 from or $16 from Amazon. So anyway, the people were talking about it because the bishop has not been addressing the real issues. And you all know personally the whole Bishop Whitehead situation concerning that young lady, Tasha Global. I said to the bishop, why is it that you are addressing Beyonce when there are women being allegedly mishandled in the church? There's situations that there are children that are being abused in the church. There's so many different things besides Beyonce and Lego and Disney. And for the bishop to get up in the pulpit a few weeks ago to talk about how they went to why were you at the women's conference anyway? But anyway, how they went to the women's conference, I guess with his wife, and I've been calling her Deborah Child. It's Pamela. I'm thinking about Paul S. Morton Sr. calling Bishop's wife, Deborah. It's Pamela. So anyway, you're so concerned about the wrong things. What about the people that are actually being hurt and harmed in the church? That is something for you as a bishop in the Lord's church, and one of the largest denominations in African American church culture, to discuss. And he hasn't done it. And I think this is the first of one. He might have talked about what's that other bishop that got kicked out of the Church of God in Christ, and he has a YouTube channel. Y'all know the man. Hey, just Dominic, how you doing, my dear? There is another pastor, and it's right on the tip of my tongue. His wife just passed away. I'm gonna think y'all, if you all know, drop it in the comment section. They might have talked about him, but that's pretty much it. He never really addresses issues concerning the church, only things that do not concern him or the church. Okay, and you're out here draped Jesus' pride. Okay, church, everything. Like, just tell the people what your tea is. We okay with it? Well, we are over here. Okay, but I don't know if his wife Pamela is okay with it and his church people. But that's really who, in my opinion. Okay, allegedly, that's what the bishop is to me. Because you got so much hatred in your heart for the gays. They have done nothing to you. And then the people said that his son might be gay. It's a mess. So I really want to come on here and tell him to stop it. But, you can't tell him nothing because they think you know everything. But I'm going to break a nail, but he getting on my nerves. I'm tired of him. Every time you turn around, you acting up. Sure. Y'all, it's going to be a tough one today. It's going to be a tough one today, y'all. We're going to move quick. It's going to be a tough one today. Let's talk about this DMV church pastor situation. Now, this is an exclusive. This has not been spoken about on social media. I'm the first one to drop it that I know of. Okay? What do you say, Bishop? I said all the time that before. Yes. Thank you. That church girl thing took me out. You know why? Because I said, so how many souls were saved that Sunday? And while you worried about the sample, somebody could have came in that was ready to self-delete, and you missed an opportunity to minister Christ. It gets on my nerves. That's what. Calm it down. Get yourself together. You gotta get yourself together before Sunday. You're getting on my nerves. Okay. Okay, let's talk about this DMV church pastor. Then I'm getting off the line. So a couple of weeks ago, let's go down memory lane, and I'm going to actually post some things later, probably on Patreon and my membership, and maybe even some on my main post about who this pastor is. But let's go down memory lane, okay? When I actually first found out about this particular story and how I found out about it initially and did not know what was going on. You see, that's how God be doing with me, okay? He says, you know what, God says, I'm going to let you see it, but you don't know what you're looking at. So there is a pastor. Okay, breaking news. Breaking news. And I've been holding on to this show. I've been doing good too. Holding secrets. I've been holding secrets, y'all. I've been doing good. There is a pastor in the DMV area by the name of Pastor James Hillian Jr. Okay. Now, I know this man of God. Okay. We do not have a personal friendship or anything. I have spoken to him before years and years ago. This is actually breaking news. No one knows that I'm dropping this except for people on YouTube, Facebook, and on Twitter. Hey, y'all. Y'all share this on the Facebook. Okay. He all on the Facebook posting it. I'm going to talk about his parishioner today that got under my skin. And hence the reason why I'm here. Y'all remember on, what day was that I came live? Monday. I came live on Monday. We were talking about Bishop Sheldon McCarter out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And I was talking about how his daughter went and they had a conference call with the church and she left this really nasty, message saying, basically govern yourself accordingly and do not call my parents, which she should not have done. Okay. She should have let an elder of the church, someone that is not biased, or someone or the bishop's colleague in the Lord that's not biased to contact the church people, but not you, because you're the child, you're too close. So, and I was a little irritated with it. Well, that's what kind of what happened when I was told today. And I saw the post and I got hot. I said, here I am. And let me tell y'all what I did do. I want y'all to understand. I really tried to not blast this man of God, because number one, I'm in Maryland. Okay, they can come after me, but I got people in Texas coming after me. So what's the daggone difference? Shoot, I don't know you, you don't know me. Let's keep it moving. So I'm minding my business one day, y'all. Let's go back. Now, this man of God is very handsome, okay? He knows how to dress, honey. He has all the things that the women like. He has a nice smile, nice skin. Everything is going on. Nice beard, okay? He looks kind of like a bishop, if you ask me. He has a big old stomach. He's a big guy. So I'm minding my business one day, and I knew he was a single pastor, right? And I ain't gonna lie, I was like, okay, he's but back then, I was like, okay, pastor, you single? You shucking and jiving? That was my thought, but I ain't say nothing, I wanted to inquire, okay, but that was years ago. So all of a sudden, about 3 weeks ago? It was a Tuesday. And I'm out to dinner. Y'all know I love going to dinner. So I'm out to dinner and I'm going scrolling, I'm scrolling off on social media. And I don't like going on Facebook that much. I really don't. But because I followed them on Facebook, I just, I said, oh, let me just see what's going on. And their post popped up that basically said Mr. and Mrs. You heard it right. Nobody knew. Now, I think he went on vacation a week before. That might have been like the bachelor party or something. He had went on vacation a week before, child, but then the following week it said Mr. and Mrs. and they held their hands up. They walking through down the street after they went to the Justice of the Peace, child. And I said, oh. So I called one of my closest friends. That's a musician in the DC area who will remain nameless, okay? Because that's one of my main sources. I'm not giving out my source. So I call him up. I said, child, you ready for this? Hey, Curtis Brown. I said, you ready for this? He said, what? I said, child, guess who got married? Because I know I'm a little, I'm animated in real life. Like, this is me. So I said, child, guess who got married? He said, who? I said, James Hillian. Because I was going to go to the live recording back in March. Now, for the people that are in the DMV, he had I think it was originally scheduled in January, but they moved it to March to a much larger venue. And I actually purchased VIP tickets, but then I said, I'm not ready to go. My body wasn't bodying y'all. I wanted my body to be snatched. I want y'all to see me. So I was like, I ain't going, I'm not feeling my best. This hysterectomy weight that I lost is coming back. I need a break. I'm not going to go because I would like to look my best at all times. Well, most of the time. So I said, we're not going to go. So fast forward, y'all. I see this post and I said, marriage? Child, what you say? So I called my source and I said, child, look at what's going on. So he said, oh, wow, that's pretty fast. Was he engaged? I don't know if he was engaged or not. I just was minding my business and scrolling through, but I knew he was a single pastor. Okay. So now that's source number one, okay? Because that source told me today what was going on. So he and I, we talk all the time. So I'm minding my business again. I get a DM. Now, this is somebody that lives in the DMV, and a lot of people watch from the bushes. Just like that Sergeant King said, look, what she said? Hold on. She said, back to the bushes. People watch from the bushes. And I think the people that live in the DMV area that want to watch but don't want to comment, they'll watch my content, but they won't say anything. So one person jumped in the DM and they said, "Oh, I have some information for you that you would like." And I said, "Well, what's going on?" They said that there is a young lady. Okay, I'm going to give you her first name, not her last name. There's a young lady who basically was posting on Facebook that she was the girlfriend of Pastor Hillian Jr. Okay, her name is Kay. And this young lady, she posts all the time. I can't keep up with the post, okay? But every now and then, when there's a spicy one, I'll get it. They'll send it to me to DM. And I ain't said nothing. I'm watching from afar. She don't know who I am. So I'm watching her scroll and I'm going to his page and I'm going back and forth to see what's going on. And so they said to me, in my patrons and the YouTube members all have the information. I actually sent the podcast that she did to them last week. So if you guys are not paying attention, in the Patreon and in the YouTube members, there is the podcast on Spotify from this young lady. That was supposedly part 1. Now, I just found out that part 2 may not ever air. Okay, that's fine. I said, you know what? I'm going to drop it because I'm getting pissed off with these people. Hey, Avery, they're pissing me off because I'm really trying to preserve you over here. But I said, you know, I'm tired. No, I'm going to just go ahead. I'm going to just run the story. So I get word that this young lady was the girlfriend, right? But I said, that if he was and mind you, the young lady was a member of the church. She was a member of the church. And if you're going to ask me, cocktails, were they shucking and jiving, dipping and diving and doing it? The answer is yes, they were. And I caught wind via the podcast that she was not the only one. And she said to me, she said to the podcast, but rather I'm talking about myself, that she saw him last in that way in March of 2023, this year. The man of God just got married, I believe, in the month of May. All right. And so I said, I wonder if there's, I said, because if there's one, it's probably more than one, y'all. There's got to be more than one, because if he's messing with the woman at the church, the young lady, and she's not saying anything, she's just walking around being quiet as they normally do, then it's got to be someone else, because he's not going to tell one woman to be quiet and then be with this, and just let that be her. No, I said, there's more. Child, how about this? Y'all listen, buckle your seatbelts, honey. I got a call. So this will say, like, people listen. People, y'all think folks don't like me? They watch from the bushes. These folks tell me the tea. So I get a call. Now this is, at one point, the young lady was not going to run the podcast. Hey, Lori Bruce. Hey, strange. I ain't seen you in a minute. At one point, the young lady said, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to drop the podcast. I'm going to let it go and let God handle it. And I told my friend, I said, golly. I said, you know what? I'm going to leave it alone. I said, I told the people about this situation, but I didn't tell them who it was. I said, but you know what? So she's not going to run it. Let it go. So fast forward, she said, apparently she just decided. Now, mind you, I had a date that night. Okay, I was entertaining, and I'm sitting here minding my business, trying to be grown. Okay, y'all know your girl characters like to have a little fun, and I get the podcast to my phone. Here's what you're looking for. Listen to it. Now, the podcast was about a little over an hour, and it was her and a couple of her friends. So again, if you are in YouTube memberships or in Patreon, you already have this podcast. You just did not have the name of the pastor that I am saying tonight. So, all that goes on. So I'm like, man, was it last Wednesday? I said, golly, I'm trying to entertain, I'm trying to be grown. And I got to wake up in the morning and refocus to listen to this podcast, which I did. I sure did. So fast forward, y'all. I get another call. It's a Sunday at this point. And now, mind you, I'm looking on his page. And now, mind you, this man of God is tagging his wife, knowing that this young lady is posting. He's posted subliminals, and then the people said that he actually texted her like, "You need to stop posting me and talking about me, blah 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 blah." She's like, "Whatever." I ain't even responded to it. So fast forward. Now, this is when they had the deacons meeting. Remember, I mentioned to you in 2 videos before, the deacons meeting. The deacon called me. This is based out of PG County. The deacon said there was a deacons meeting. And someone said in the meeting that there are men who are looking for a said pastor. And they are not looking to pray. They are looking to fight. I guess, somewhere down the line, there were other women or allegedly other women or allegedly one or two. We don't know. But these brothers, cousins, uncles, nephews are upset because said women were upset. And so they are ready to fight. Allegedly, said pastor. I told y'all that too. Okay. So I'm like, again, I said, so when is part 2 coming out? They said, I don't think she's going to drop part 2. I said, okay, you know what? I wash my hands of it. I'm not going to get upset about it. I'm going to just let it go. They said, well, did you see what one of his members said? Now, this is when I got hot today. This is when I got pissed. This was it. This was the icing on the cake. Hey, Hermie, hey, baby, what's going on? This was the icing on the cake for me. There's a lady by the name of, on the line, she called herself Evangelist Ty. Let me see, Evangelist Ty Mackey. Okay, beautiful woman of God too, by the way. I give credit where credit is due. But I got quite pissed with this message that she posted. You will not, is what she said on 9 hours ago. You will not continue to disrespect my pastor. This is a PSA. Thanks for tuning in. This is the post. And that's what they say. That's their new way of telling you to kiss their hind part. That is the new church way to tell you, God bless you and kiss my tail. That's what they say. I got pissed with this post because I said, why in the hell did y'all have these pastors out here and they are out here shucking and jiving at the church and you won't call them on their stuff, but you're going to talk about stop disrespecting I won't. Breaking news. I am here to talk about it. I am here and listen, I'm exposing it. I am saying his name. I gave y'all subliminals before. I said, I'm going to just say it's a DMV pastor. Okay? It's a DMV pastor. No, his name is Pastor James Hillian Jr., son of a bishop. Mama's still living. God bless her heart. God bless Mama's heart. Still living, still kicking. God bless. Okay? Wonderful woman of God that I know from what I see on the line. But I said, oh, no. You going back to acting like Alana McCarter now. Did you pull your pastor up and say, you know what, pastor? I have a great deal of respect for you. I love you, man of God. I love your teaching. I love your preaching. I love how you shepherd us. But man of God, did you do this? And if so, this here is not right. And also, will you sit down for a little bit? No, that's too much like right. You don't want to tell your man of God that you want to kiss their tail. Y'all blindly follow. I don't like that. And so it is because of the good evangelist's post telling people to not, I will not. I will see. One thing about me, this is the thing. These young ladies, they don't have to say it. That's what I do. That's what this is for. Okay. They can't say it, so I will. Okay. And that means you need to have a conversation, men and women of God. Okay. Evangelists, ministers, deacons, armor bearers, assistants, general assembly, whoever y'all have in the church, go talk to him. And this is the part about him tagging his wife that gets under my skin. You are fully aware that there is one lady in particular, the young lady I'm telling you all about, but that there might be more than one. And you're going to tag your new wife in your post? Beautiful one. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. Good job with that one. Good. Oh, he's going to have a lot of baby with that woman. Gosh, she's gorgeous. I have nothing negative to say about her except for this. I hope and pray that nobody drops in her DM with this foolishness. Because guess what? I don't know that relationship, but she's a new, to what I understand, she's a new wife to him. She don't deserve to be bum rushed by others because you just got married to this man and he allegedly was not telling the truth. And let's be honest. Let me just say this to you all before I read the comments. I listened to the podcast, and the young lady that did the podcast, she said that he did nothing for her. I said, now that's why I said she was crazy. So if she want to come on the show and talk about it, I would love to have her here because I want to know things. I'll give me the tea, okay? Tell your story, tell your truth, honey, okay? Because she looked like she's not hurting for no man. She's a beautiful woman too, but what is it? What happened that you were in the situation with this pastor? You're being told to be quiet, and you're gonna be quiet, and you're not getting nothing for it. He ain't paying no bills. Pay me for my pain and my silence, honey. Okay, this is before you have a wife. But if we're shucking and jiving, and you have more to lose than I do, it will behoove you to throw something in my direction so we have an understanding. You should say, sweetheart, hey, look, it's a Tuesday. It's hump day. Today is hump day. And instead of me coming over there to give you this right hand, I'm gonna send you some money by Zelle. How does a $1,500 sound for you today? Pay your bills if you need to pay them. Take yourself out to eat. Oh, and get a pedicure and a manicure because I want to touch them toes later. She's like, a little gym time. I can't say her business. I can't. But listen, the man of God is very handsome. And one thing I will always be fair. That's why I told these people that logged off when I was talking about Tabitha Brown earlier. Y'all be blindly following these people. I don't. I cannot like you and like what you say, or vice versa. I cannot like you. I can like you and not like what you say. It doesn't matter, right? But these people in the church, you better stop talking about my pastor. I won't. As a matter of fact, I gave your pastor grace. I gave him grace. And you know what I did though? You know what I did also? I watched his post. I watched this post. I might even put it in the page. I screenshot the post when she dropped the podcast. He went and created this whole collage on his story with him and his wife. What you trying to patronize the post? Why the fuck it doesn't even lie? Yeah, let me find out. Went on Facebook and posted like several pictures. I screen recorded it. Y'all listen, don't play with me. You knew what you were doing. And here's the thing, because in the podcast, a young lady said he does not like to communicate. I said, I see that. I can see it. Why can't you go to the women? Why didn't you go to the women and say, look, I think what we had was great. We had fun. I just don't see you as the woman that God wants me to be with. And I am deciding to move on, and I'm going to choose someone else. This is no hard feelings. That's maturity. But instead, you block people. Hey, beautiful traveler, you block people, allegedly. You block them from Facebook. You block them from your phone. You think, okay, as long as they're gone, they're not going to know. Guess who told her? Her friends told her. Because she was blocked. Hey, by the way, did you know that so-and-so got married? It's all on Facebook. She said, no, I didn't know. Yes, he's married. He got married and after he got back from his vacation. Man of God just popped up married. And that's his business. There's nothing wrong with popping up married. But you laying up with me in March, does your new wife know that you was allegedly laid up in March? And then I said, how does she work that out? Because the young lady that did the podcast, she's a tiny little thing. She's very tiny. He's very big. I'm thinking she got on top. I don't know. I would hope that's how they did it. A voluptuous woman like me, I can take it. But she's so tiny, y'all. Beautiful girl. She's just very tiny. She probably just had to get on top. I want to know what the other young ladies look like. That's what I want to know. Were they voluptuous? But I spared this pastor on purpose. Number one, they're in my same state. I'm bound to see these people at some point that they're going to beat me up. They're going to say, you talking about me? Yeah. Yeah. I'm pulling Natasha K. I sure am. Because are you telling people the truth? It's my hair. Did you tell people the truth? You see what I'm saying? Are you telling people the truth, Pastor? Did you allow her to think that you all were going to be together? Or I'm sorry, my apologies. Did you allow them to think that y'all were going to be together? Because allegedly it's more than one. And the other women allegedly hit this K up in the DM saying, "Girl, me too." Allegedly. It's a mess. And I actually called one of my connects who's close. And I ran the story by her. And she said, of course, it's his decision who he wants to choose. I said, granted, I could care less who he gets married to. Congratulations. Very happy for you. No hard feelings. But when you have other people's feelings that are involved and you have not communicated what's going on, that's a problem. The young lady said that there were times where he would just go quiet and just leave her. And I said, maybe that should have been a time when you just left his time boss alone and just go on about your business. But you decided to stay with him. Leave him alone. Yeah. We'll talk about, look, you will not continue. Evangelist, I will. You will not continue to disrespect my pastor. This is the PSA. Thanks for tuning in. This is the post. She told people to kiss her tail. And guess what? I'm not kissing nothing. Tell your pastor to keep his dick in his pants. And stop messing with the parishioners. Why? This is another piece of the puzzle. Allegedly. Why are you messing with your parishioners? So what, they're going to come in and get the word with a side order, a right-handed fellowship? What they're going to come in on a Sunday morning? Oh, I'm coming to get a word from the Lord and some right hand in the car? They just make me sick. And then you want somebody to, and you want people to yes you, because that's how these DMV pastors are, y'all. They're, trust me. You watch my video from yesterday. That's how they are. They want you to yes them and kiss their tail and make them esteem them so high. I'm not doing it, sir. When I come to church, I'm coming to get a word from God. I want an impartation. I want to worship. I want community. I do not want to go to church to get penis. I'm not going to say I didn't have sex when I was in ministry. I did. I'm not going to lie. But I never had sex with nobody in my ministry at all. Not one. Most of them were gay anyway. I said, that's for the record. They were mostly gay. That's a lot of DMV men are gay. There's a shortage of heterosexual men in the DMV church. I'm just letting y'all know. But never once did I. Not a community member, because I work for the nonprofit connected to the church. Not one time. Not one time. I did go on a date with a couple of them. Community members, not nobody in the church. Oh no, I did go out with one guy in the church, but we never had sex. And I told y'all that story. And that situation was very difficult for me to not do. We did. He and I dated. There was only one guy in church I dated. One. And he wasn't no pastor. I would not even have thought about it. Now, let's say he's a single pastor with integrity, and you're not trying to sleep with me after service, and you're not trying to slide me a little something or touch me a little here. No, If you're going to touch me with the word of God. It should touch my inward part without you even touching me with your hands. How a man ministers to a woman. That's how my ex and I got together, chap. We would talk about the word all night long. We eventually had sex, but we weren't in the same church. I was out the church by then. But a man reading the scriptures to you or talking to you about theology and all of that, it touches you in a different kind of way. You don't gotta touch me with your penis, dropping right hand off at the door, just being nasty, just being crass and classless. And what is this, the 90s? It's 2000. She said that she started messing with the man that got what, 2021? What, you thought you was in the 90s? Nobody's gonna know. You can delete messages, beloved. If Cocktail starts messing with a pastor, breaking news. Well, there was a pastor that hit me up yesterday in my inbox on Facebook. I said, oh God. I said, does he see me on YouTube, child? I hope he don't see me on YouTube. I pray that. He said, let me throw the little no. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I didn't meet him. He's somebody out in New York. And he messaged me yesterday morning, and the first thing I said was, hold on. I pulled a Abba and Preach. I said, who sent you? We're already friends on Facebook. But I said to myself, who sent you? You trying to get me caught up? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me read y'all the mail. Hold on. I said, oh no, Pastor. He jumped right in. He said, tell you what the man of God said. Real short, sweet. Good morning, beautiful. I said, oh, thank you. Hey, Pink Collar, you can't play your old. That's it. It's not the 90s. It's 2023. He said, good morning, beautiful. I said, oh, thank you. How are you? He said, oh, you're making me, because I called him handsome, because I knew what it was. He said, oh, don't make me blush. I said, oh, you're good. He says, I said, how are you? He said, I just need you, and then I'll be okay. I said, oh, is that right? He said, oh, yes. I ain't respond after that. I said, somebody trying to set me up. They know what I do on YouTube. They try to set me up. Trying to set me up. Shoot. Now, if the man got come from New York to Maryland and he want to take the girl out, I'm going to eat. Huh? Let me say, I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. I'm going to eat. Oh yes. I'm gonna say I will meet you at the Oceanaire at 7. Fogo. Okay, no. I'll be there. See you soon. Bye. 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 Oh, I'm going to eat. Don't play with me. I'm going to eat. That's my window, by the way, y'all. I'm going to eat. Your girl, I'm gonna tell y'all, hey y'all, going out with that pastor tonight. Let y'all know how it go, man. And I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna listen to him. Are you talking about right-handed fellowship? Okay, you listen to the channel. I can't, because I already know where this is gonna go. You're gonna try to think, oh, maybe I can woo her and get what I want, and she gonna talk about me, and I will. I'll come right up here and tell my own teeth. Child, I did it. I shucked and jived, and I dipped and dived, and look where I'm at, looking crazy. I would say that, because that's just what it is. And these men of God, what did Pink Collar say? Pink Collar said, you can't use old play a game with this new technology. And it's all, y'all, if I see, I promise you, and I'm going to try not to scream on camera. If I see one more man of God over the age of 45 still getting caught up, then y'all want to get caught up at this point. Y'all want to get caught up. You have not stepped into the light. You cannot do the same old thing. This man of God, Pastor Hillian, with his fine self, he thinks that this is 1985. Old school church with the parsonage outside. And then you can sneak off one around the corner. No, that's not what this is. Women have screenshots. They have text messages where you tell them, and you even text and sweet nothings. Oh, this is what's going on, and I just want to be with you. You just my woman. You so child. Bye. That's right. You better go on that dinner, her meekness. That's right. Listen, let that pastor from New York hit me up. I'm gonna say, when you coming in town? Okay, no, I'm not coming. No, I'm not coming to New York. No, no, Maryland. Yeah, the furthest Delaware. Yeah, I'll meet you there at 7. Oh, I'm going to eat. If you don't know by now, honey, I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me read some of these comments. I'm gonna tell you right now. I am going to eat. I'm gonna set myself right there at that table on his dime. Oh yes. Okay, let's read some of these comments. Her meekness said, why these folk feel the need to protect these pastors? If my pastor do something wrong, I'm going to be watching and eating popcorn, seeing if I exactly. Sergeant King said, PSA, our black church is always protecting the cheaters. One reason I left in 2009, never went back. Wow. She said, nice looking, but need a little gym time. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Tabitha Brown, y'all. And I know she has 4.5 million subscribers, I think, on Instagram and stuff. I don't care. I'm not a fan. I have some very strong feelings about her. But here's the thing. I agreed with her with the situation with her husband. I could acknowledge and honor someone's marriage. But see, the people, when I first came on, the people went down. You don't like Tabitha? They logged off and drove shots. I go on by. I don't care. Okay. How she screwed since 21. How are you gonna marry? So this is the thing, right? So the man, so allegedly, I don't know if their communication was as stable as it ought to have been, but they were still in communication. But these men are able to, balance different women. It just is what it is. Thank you. I'm not the only one. I got feelings about Tabitha. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan. They can juggle multiple women with no problem. My ex, if that's what you want to call him, child, because I'm over his tail. It was me and 2 other women. Now, granted, did I cheat on him? Yes. Was I proud of it? Yes. Did I cry about him cheating on me? Absolutely. Because I'm the Leo in the relationship. You don't cheat on me. Cheating on me? It's my ego and my pride, really. That's what it is. But at the end of the day, he was able to juggle 2 full-time jobs, going to school. Hey, Roll Jukebox, hi, sweetie. He was able to balance 2 full-time jobs, going to school, and 3 women. And they say men can't multitask. I beg to differ. The men guy, and he was a minister. I don't know if he still is. He was a minister. Oh yeah, and he did all of that. He did all that. He did all that. Okay. So you can't tell me what men can't do. If they put their minds to it, now the one I'm talking to now, I don't know if he can do that. He could barely carry his wallet and his cell phone. He leave everything everywhere you go, But at the end of the day, my ex did it, so hey, I'm putting nothing past no man. I don't. But he was able to juggle her. I don't even know the timeline of the wife. I have no clue. I can suppose that they were dating for quite a while. And here's the piece to it. I wouldn't have been mad with him about the situation had he told them, listen, I just want to have fun. Y'all know I'm fun, started with the S word. I just want to have fun. That's all I want to do. I don't want a relationship. I don't want a commitment. What makes me upset is it seemed like allegedly he was leading them on for something more than what it was supposed to be. So in hindsight, it's like that wasn't the best move that you made right there. But if your goal was just to say, I just want to have a friendship with benefits, I'm not mad at that. He's honest. At least you're telling the woman, I don't want you to be the first lady. I'm not there yet. I just want to preach. I want to do God's work, but I still have needs as a man. I'm good with that, Pastor. We see each other. Let's go ahead and do what we do. That's their business. There's no lies being told. It's transparency there. Where I have a problem is when you start allegedly lying to people and you're making them think that there's something more than there is. That's when I have a problem. Big problem. And then for your parishioners, you will not continue to disrespect my pastor. I looked at that phone, y'all. Y'all better be glad y'all don't hear any behind the scenes. Y'all better hope and pray they don't call me for no reality show. I'm gonna have to tell the mothers of the church they can't watch. My mouth is just trash. I mean, I just went in. My friend was like, "Oh Lord," I said, "Look, I'm just getting tired of this. I'm getting tired of these people. I'm getting tired of these women of God taking up for these men of God when they should be talking to the men of God. Pastor, you wrong. We love you. We appreciate you. We honor you. You are wrong in this. Tell the truth." Shoot, you are kiss they tell. And then you know what I told him? I said the daggone evangelist was probably pissed because she didn't get that right hand that she might have. That's why she was praying, being like a little garden dog. You ain't gonna talk about my pastor, girl. Bye. And in my pre-video conversation, I did not say that. I said some other stuff. God was not pleased. So I said, get out of here. Seriously. I think that's all I have. Let me go on the line real quick and see what they post. And listen, y'all know how I go. They can block me. They can block me because you know what's going to happen? I'm going to see it anyway. Okay, so this is a new post. Because I'm happy. I'm so DC and she's so New York and I'm always dancing circles around her. Stomach is going first. Stomach first. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, child. Let me see. Hold on, I'm looking. Beautiful couple. Beautiful couple. Just do stuff right. And does your wife know that in March you decided to go dip your toe in the lady pool of Miss K? That's what I want to know. Did she know that? That young lady better than me. I'd be like this. I need to talk to you. Did you tell her that you was over here shucking and jiving with me? She need to know. And I'm fitting to let her know. Because you're lying. That's what I would do. Sure, y'all better than me. Listen, when I found out he was cheating, me and that young lady talked 3 times that day. As women. No foolishness, no cattiness, no disrespect. We talked as women. This is what he's told me. This is what's been going on. Now let's compare notes. And we did that. He never talked to my side pieces because he ain't know nothing about them. Because he's foolish. If he's watching now, I definitely had a side. I definitely had one main side. And, a date. Like a sugar daddy. All right, guys. I think that's all I have for right now. There may be a part 2. I don't know. I'm just trying to find this other post where he posted so much last week. I was like, oh my God, I'm just so sick of this guy. Oh, I mean, just trying to just do too much. I can't even figure it out. I hope that the wife knows, but knowing how these men are in the DMV, I doubt it. Because if she knew so much, then why get upset and tell her to stop talking online? You afraid somebody's gonna find out? Well, guess what they're gonna find out on Cocktail Hour with Catrice, that Pastor James Hillian Jr. allegedly was messing with one and a possible two, one and two possibles. And the people saying that the nephews and the cousins and the brothers and the uncles was trying to get to him to fight him. And you know what? I forgot to ask the people, did they come to the church to whoop his tail? Because I told her I want to see it. When y'all go to the church, please make sure that you've recorded so I can see. So why he up there singing that damn quartet music? Annoying. You know how quartet men do shot. You think he gonna be faithful? He probably still shucking the job with one of them. It's my wife, my wife, my wife now because you know you got a blast in front of everybody, but I know how that goes behind the scenes. After you post my wife, my wife, my wife, you go out there shucking job with somebody else being nasty. Being nasty. So I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I do not know. I love this statement right here. People just, I mean, they logged off from each other. They was like, oh my God, you talking about Tabitha? Yes. And that's it. Yeah. Yeah. That part. And mind you, he's a handsome guy. So I'm single. So I'm like, I'm gonna go to the live recording. I'm saying, I'm not going to this thing, y'all. I'm not. Catrice, those days are over. You don't need to be seen everywhere, child. Plus, you need to lay low. And listen, did not God do it? God said, He allowed. Look, He said. I mean, I ain't saying he said this, but anytime I don't go, and then this file it just drops right in my lap. You can't tell me this ain't God ordained. You can't tell me. And it's in the DMV too. What you think? Oh, you ain't got nothing to say today. Got on the line last night, talk all that stuff, getting on somebody's nerves. Y'all pray for y'all. Stretch your hands towards Bishop Wooten. Wooden. Pray for the man of God, y'all. Hey, Amazing 23. They always his little secret. Yep. And mind you, the young lady that came up with the podcast, it's in Patreon, y'all. It's in Patreon. It is an hour. Let me pull it up. Yep, I posted it last Friday. It is an hour and let's see how long it is. An hour and 21 minutes. The podcast is called Let's Ask K on Spotify. Okay? It's called Let's Ask K. That is the name of the podcast. And let me tell you something. How I initially found out that he was the one that she was talking to or dealing with. My friend calls me and says, "Hey, I just got an interesting message from a friend." Da da da. And I said, "Well, what is it about?" They said someone that got married. So I said, "Well, just give me a minute. I'll call you back." So I called him up, and we're talking. And this was my initial reaction. I'm not lying. He says, "So I got a message from a friend today, and she was telling me that, in a nutshell, she was messing with this pastor and that recently got married." And my friend pauses, and I said, "Hillian!" I mean, I jumped out of my skin. I was like, "You gotta be joking." He was like, "Yeah, it's him." Same person came back and said, "Look, they're looking for him." I said, "Deacon?" He said, "Cocktails." They're looking for. So y'all think that don't nobody like me in the church sector? I might not be the people's favorite or the people's champ, but people confide in me because they know I'm going to keep their identity and things really confidential. If you tell me not to say nothing, I won't say nothing. Okay, I won't even release it until you tell me I can release something. I've known about this for 3 weeks, baby. I said, "Sweetheart, you got to be joking." They said no. I said, "Hillian?" I mean, I jumped out of my skin, and I said, "You know what? I'm done. I'm done." I said, "So hold on. They just got married." He said, "Right." I said, "So when was she messing with him?" He said, "March." I've been holding on to this thing. I've been coming on talking about everybody else, and like I just want to talk about this DMV pastor so bad, but I didn't want to do it. Y'all pray for me because they might come after me. I'm so serious. This Pastor James Hillian Jr. Okay, I believe he is the pastor of Star Church, Maryland. giving all the tea. Y'all go on the Facebook. You can see him. He's wearing a blue suit. He is the pastor of the Star Church, Maryland. Okay, and I guess he's managed by the Jones Management Corp. Again, everything I'm saying here is alleged, and I am not telling anyone to not support his ministry. I'm not telling anyone to not support and buy his albums. I am not talking about anything except for the fact that the man of God is allegedly a liar about his marriage and relationships. I am not by any means or any stretch of the imagination telling the people and the men and women of God to not support the pastor. Put that out there real quick. They'll try anything. Okay, they'll try anything. So that's all I have, everyone. Hope that you all have a great evening. Listen, thank you to each and every one of you all that logged on last night for the premiere. Those of you all who came out from the bushes. Sergeant King came back, child. She said, look, I've been in the bushes. I said, come out the bushes, child. Come out the bushes and hang out with your girl cocktails. And so, but I revealed my own situation. And what I might do, if y'all want me to do it, I might actually tell my own tea and tell you who my pastor was. But that's a whole other situation because, child, that might open up another can of worms because of some other stuff. But we'll talk about it. Y'all let me know in the comment section down below when you're watching the replay or in Patreon. Send me a message on Patreon, Instagram. I should do a poll. Should I tell y'all what my former pastor's name is and the goal? And maybe I'll post the Facebook post and Patreon and on the YouTube membership so y'all can see for yourself. Sure, I was done. These people are out of their minds, child. But shout out to y'all for watching the video yesterday. It took me a while to actually get up the courage to record that content. And but I'm glad I did. I'm glad I released it all. And yeah. I feel free from it, y'all. It's so funny. I just feel free. And I wish them nothing but the best. Okay? Nothing but the best. And also, I hope that the situation with Pastor James Hillian Jr. gets rectified soon. We hope that the mind of God gets himself together. And we hope that he will start walking in the straight and narrow and he will no longer be shucking and jiving behind his wife's back, allegedly. Because, I mean, I don't know if they was engaged while he was shucking and jiving, but the woman said, the young lady said she was messing with him in March. It's a mess. So y'all go check out that podcast. Let me know what you all think. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new, okay? Shout out to all the new subscribers. And to those of you all who left, because I said I don't like, y'all call it Auntie Tab? I'm not going to call her that because isn't that like a cat? I'm not doing it. I'm not calling her Auntie Tab. That I said I didn't like Tabitha Brown. That's your issue. I don't care. I don't like her. But I do appreciate what she said in regards to her husband and honoring their marriage. Oh, yes, I do. You cannot like her and agree. I love you guys. Be good, be safe, and I'll chat with you soon. Bye.